Hey, what's up guys? Today I wanted to talk to you guys about a pretty new plugin released by a company called California Dynamic. It is a saturation plugin called Alkane, and it's modeled after 4 analog circuits. And it is a pretty new company from what I understand. This is the first plugin that's been developed and released by this company. But whether this plugin was the first or the 50th plugin, but especially considering that it's their first, I am like floored by this plugin and its versatility and the depth of the application and what I've been able to get from it. Those of you that know me know that I'm a total fanatic when it comes to trying new gear and new plugins. I'm constantly obsessed and talking about and researching and reading and conversating with all of my fellow music nerds about new stuff, old stuff, in the box, out the box. And you know, throughout the years, I've developed a collection of like my trusty go-tos, right? And they're the ones that I always return to. I know how to pull out the sounds that I need, how to get exactly what I'm looking for from them. And I can confidently say that this plugin is entering the collection. It's phenomenal. In the last couple of weeks, I have used it on a variety of musical applications. I used it on a spaghetti western score for a short film. I used it on a metal rock track for an end scene, and I used it on a pop ballad, indie pop ballad that I produced. And I'm going to show you today how I can take a piece of music that's pretty much mixed and pull out, whether it's from, really taking individual instruments and shaping the texture and the timbre of those instruments, or applying it on like the mix bus and how successfully it gives that really cohesive, like analog polish that we look for in these digital plugins that are emulating analog, especially in this specific piece of music. It's supposed to be on vinyl, it's in a film, it's from a day where they were still recording on tape, and this plugin is perfect for it. It's phenomenal, you guys. It's fantastic. I can't wait to show you. That's enough talk. Let's get into it.
Greg was going to take me to Paris.
So in this scene, she goes over to the record player and turns on some music for them to listen to. And so we're looking at vinyl. So it is a very specific sound, and it's necessary to have a saturation such as Alkane, where you can get that tube and that tape sound. I personally would probably use the tube on individual voices and then the tape to kind of glue it together. And this piece of music is about 90% mixed, and I wanted to show you how I kind of bring it to the finish line with Alkane and how I utilize it to really shape the textures and the timbre of my individual instruments and the different voices within this piece of music, as well as putting it on my mix bus to kind of glue all of those groups of sounds together and really give it that polish of that cohesive analog sound. And I think that it really brings it to life and brings a lot of body to this mix, which is honestly, because it's all within the box, kind of flat without it. So let's get in right now, and I'm going to just show you guys real time how I use this plugin. So here we have Alkane. So we have our color wheel over here, which is our saturation knob. And then we have our 4 modeled circuits. So we have tube, tape, transformer, and synth. And then over here we have our thud and our shine knobs. So thud, you can really drive that low end depth and turn up that top end sheen. And right within the plugin itself, we have our dual band parametric EQ with a high pass and low pass filter and a resonance boost. And this is great because should you wish to use it, EQ, whatever you're working on, will allow you to really drive specific areas and dial in even more tone shaping. And over here we have a dry and our wet knob. So that's awesome because now you don't have to send to an aux. You can do your parallel processing right within the plugin itself. So very convenient. And it's also really worth mentioning that within Alkane, we have built right into the plugin a full-time ×8 oversampling. And this is super useful, especially in saturation plugins like this, because in digital emulations of analog, aliasing tends to happen a lot more. And so we're getting those harmonics that are bouncing down into the audible spectrum. And it causes this non-musical inharmonic distortion, which is not the distortion we want, it's the bad distortion. So this really helps preserve the clarity and the integrity. And this is really useful across all genres. For example, in EDM and electronic, where having a very crisp and clear bass line and a synth line is very important, you can really drive it and still be able to maintain the integrity of that and keep it crisp and keep it clear. And in like rock and metal, especially in high gain guitars, oversampling helps you be able to drive it and maintain the bite and aggression. And then in genres such as this one, jazz or classical, where saturation is very subtle, oversampling helps preserve the nuances and the clarity of the individual instruments in the piece of music. So I think it's really fantastic that they have that oversampling just built in.
Oh mon amour, with my heart I will be true. Je t'aime amour, je suis amour et je t'adore. I love you forever. I love you forevermore. Je t'aime amour. Just a melody of two. Je pense trop amour. I love you forevermore. Just a melody. Just a melody of two. Je pense trop à mon amour. With my heart I will be true. Je t'aime amour, je suis amour et je t'adore. I love you forever.
there you guys have it. Bravo, guys, over at California Dynamic. You guys did an amazing, fantastic job. I love it. And whether or not, you know, you're just using a little bit of color to add that subtle warmth and depth, or whether you're really driving the distortion, this plugin is perfect for it. And I think it just really overall just shapes the depth and the character, and brings to life whatever piece of music that you're working on. So I really encourage you guys to check it out. I'm going to put a link in the description below. Check it out. It's a 14-day free trial. That's how I ended up trying it. And play with it. Revisit some old mixes. See what you can bring to the table. Experiment with it. Put it on new mixes and get to know it. And let me know what you guys think in the comments below. Thanks for watching.
Just a mélodie of two. Je pense toi, mon amour. With my heart I live true. Je t'aime, amour. Je suis